Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Do not watch this. This. Just, okay. No, I just come back from work and I really wanted to quickly film something because I was in a bit of a rush on the weekend. Haven't finished on my filming, so hence the face. So, no lipping, no eye makeup. My eyes are quite sore anyway from like all the glitter we've done recently. So yeah, just don't mind that. So today's video is going to be just quite simple, quite a brief video. Just me telling you my favourite beauty tips and tricks really. Some of you may already know them all, some of you might not. So hopefully someone out there will find this video helpful. So if you want to see or hear about what my beauty tips and tricks are, then just keep on watching. Okay, my first one, I think I may have already mentioned this before in a video, but I'm not sure. And it's dried up like creams. So this could be cream concealer, I do that. Cream bronzing, I do that too. Cream contouring, eyebrow pomades, the lot. If it gets dry, add moisture. So I always add 1 drop of the Body Shop Oil of Life into mine. So I'll show you what it looks like before. So, excuse my really baggy t-shirt. So, that's what it's like before. And then if we add in a drop, 1 is literally enough. Goes a very long way. So this little bottle has lasted me ages, and all I use it for is adding to my cream products. So those little samples are perfect for that. Okay, so give it a little mix, and then shaboing. So look how much creamier it is now compared to the dried version. So that one for me is probably the favourite of all favourites. I can't even put that down now because it's really dirty. So yeah, that is literally my favourite trick, tip, whatever you want to call it, ever. So that is trick number 1. Number one. Tip number 2, it's kind of about lips. So I know a lot of people know about overdrawing your lips to make them look bigger, but I don't know if many people actually do this, but actually like contouring your lips a little bit. So you can use a lip liner and obviously outline your lips, fine. You can then draw in the lines on your lips and it makes them look a bit more accentuated. So that's one, and also my favourite one out of them all is 2 different shades in your lip product. So darker around the edges and then lighter in the middle, and it makes it look really plump. And it's the same if you put lip gloss just in the centre of your lip. It makes them look really big, basically. And that's obviously the aim, isn't it? We all want big lips without needles and whatnot, scary stuff. So that is, I don't know if everyone knows about how to contour your lips as much, so give that a go. I quite like the 2-toned look. It looks really, really nice, like an ombre effect. It's really nice. Okay, tip number 3. It's probably a really, really obvious one, but I love to mix my like illuminator with foundation. Just makes your skin look really, really glowy. And it looks like it's a glow from within, not just I've got highlighter on, which we all do anyway. But it's more of a glowy, a dewy, fresh looking skin. Why am I putting this behind my ear? Looks disgusting. Carry on. You could also just put your illuminator on underneath and then your foundation, but the illuminator mixing with the foundation changes the foundation. Do you know what I mean? So if it's more of like a natural finish, like not dewy, not matte in the middle, if you add your illuminator it's going to make it more dewy. Or if it's a matte one, some matte ones don't work with illuminators as well, but it's all about trial and error really. But that again would make it change the look of the formula. So it wouldn't look, if you had your foundation on mixed with the illuminator and someone else had the exact same foundation on without the illuminator, it would look completely different. Do you know what I mean? So it's just those sort of things to kind of change your foundation, change the way it actually applies and how it looks. You don't have to just use things straight out of the bottle and that's it, you can't change it. You can 100% change things. I love mixing things. So yeah, that was, what was that, number 3? Number 3. Ugh, stop doing this, I don't know why I do this. Okay, tip number 4. I really like this one, and I don't know if many people do know about it or not. You might already, I might just be chatting. You know, sometimes when you get a liquid lipstick and sometimes certain formulas are a little bit sticky. That's really annoying, like in here, you're like, and it's really annoying, right? So, I mean, some liquid lipsticks aren't, and they're really, really good. Or sometimes if you layer them, they then get a bit sticky. So my favourite little tip on that is to just set it with powder. So get a translucent powder and just dab over the sticky bits. Genius, genius, genius. I love that. I love that. I love it. Okay, what are we on now? 1, 2, 3, 4. Tip number 5. Mambo number 5. Okay, tip number 5. So, cut creasing can be a little bit difficult, especially with hooded eyes. So, my little trick with concealer cut crease, that sounded really awful. So my little trick for cut creasing, I have hooded eyes by the way, so for me if I was to just draw it, I'd then look up and I'd be like, where's the cut crease? Because of my hooded eyes. So I always put a little bit of foundation or concealer, whatever you're using, put a little dot like here, right in the centre of your eye, near like your lash line, and then look up. And it will then transfer to where it will be visible. I think I have done this maybe once or twice in actual videos. So when you look up, it just hits it right in the right place that people will then see the cut crease. If you then just follow that line, you got a perfect cut crease. Ta-da! 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 You probably already know it. Did you know it? I don't know. Did you know it? That one's quite a new one for me. Probably in like the last 6 months to a year, I've then learnt that one. I'm like, oh, decent, decent. So yeah, like that one. Tip number 5. Okay, tip number 6. This again is about mixing. So if you've got pigments, you don't have to just use them as pigments. So I don't know if it was a recent, yeah, it must have been a recent video, and I actually made my own liquid liner. I used a setting spray and a pigment, mix it together, and I had a liner. But you know, I think you can also use, there are actually liquid, what are they called, like liner bases. I think you can actually, or like mixing mediums. You can actually mix them with pigments to make different formulas, to make it a liner or whatever you want to do with it. So you don't have to just use pigments dry, if that makes sense. So there's always ways you can transform products that you've already got into something else. I love that about makeup. Okay, last tip, and it's tip number 7. 7. I really need to put this down somewhere. Tip number 7. So I have done, I think I had a actual lip video which I mentioned this tip in, but I really, really like it. It's actually how to change like your lipstick to something else. So I like to use different eyeshadows to get different effects, different colours on my lips. So say I don't have like a certain colour, but I've got maybe the right undertone. So I want like a really deep burgundy, but I only have a red. So I'd put the red on, and I'd put like a similar burgundy or brownish eyeshadow on top to change that colour of that lipstick. So that's one way of doing it. Or you could do it where I've got a red lipstick, but it's matte. I don't want it to be matte, I want it to be metallic. Okay, put your red lipstick on, get a red metallic eyeshadow, whack that on it, makes it metallic. Bob's your uncle. There are so many combinations that you could do. You could mix the colours, it doesn't have to be the same colour eyeshadow. You could just mix it and change the colour completely. Say, I haven't got that colour, I'm going to try and make it with this lipstick and this eyeshadow. Do you know what I mean? There's so many combinations that you could do, and I just love it. You could change the effect of a lipstick, the colour of a lipstick, the texture of a lipstick. I love it. So yeah, and I will link that video below. I think it was like how to use the same lipstick 5 ways or something like that. So I'll definitely link that below because I've really enjoyed that one. And I find it really helpful if I don't have that certain look already in my collection, I can kind of make it. So there's a lot of DIYs involved, guys, but just a few little tips and tricks that maybe aren't publicised as much as maybe they should be. I could be wrong there, they might be out there already like all the time. But yeah, I just wanted to share with you my favourite tips and tricks in the beauty industry. So hopefully you enjoyed it. And if you did, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell as well to get notified every time I upload. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys!